There are 8 million people in this city. Sounds like a lot, right? Half of them are women. So 4 million men. And then you gotta have some age limits. Let's say over 20,
keep it legal,
under 40.
keep it sexy.
Now it's a million.
Right. We're talking about a million guys.
But half of them are married. 10% are gay. I want someone college educated, not too ugly, so...
There's your boyfriend.
I wish. It's gotta be taller than me, and it's gotta want kids.
It used to be a time that fairy tales were true. The king and the queen and all the pills were blue. But then the pill changed, the red pill's the truth. Forget the married life, I got better things to do. Stack money, travel the world.
Are y'all single?
Yes.
Like why do you think you're single?
I'm picky and annoying a little bit. So high maintenance, a lot. Yeah.
Self-awareness is key. Self-awareness is key.
Why are you single? What's the point? When I like them, they don't like me. When they like me, I don't like them.
Welcome back to the Anthony Spade channel. Before I get started, go ahead and hit that like button, that subscribe button, and that notifications button so you can get the videos as soon as I put them out. And if you haven't subscribed to my second channel, Life with Anthony Spade, links are in the description, but make sure you go ahead and follow me on Instagram. All right, guys, today I'm going to be talking about what are modern women regretting in 2022, all right? Now, a lot of you guys out there may not understand that, and I'm gonna make sure you guys get this clear. Majority of what you see from a woman is acting. She's never acting out how she really feels. She's acting out what she wants people to think about her. So understand, women are typically one person on surface, and then they are a different person whenever they get home. But what really matters is the thing when they get home, because that's going to determine if you're happy or you're depressed. This is why you see a lot of people who take themselves out. A lot of people didn't know that that person was about to take themselves out because that person was the perfect actor or actress on surface. So today we're going to be breaking down little details on what modern women in 2022 are regretting whenever it comes to being very independent. All right, let's get to it.
Welcome to Hell, and another episode of the internet's most difficult game, Why Are You Single? The game where you tell me why these absolute catches have not been swooped up yet. I didn't think I would be doing another episode of this series so quickly, and then somebody sent me Red. So please join me in welcoming Red. Woo! Let me guess. Seems like we don't really have a choice. You're a overweight... That's bad grammar. A overweight, woke white woman looking for her African king. Too specific to not be baggage.
First, people are starting to feel sorry for her. See, in the dating market, people feel sorry for women way more than they feel sorry for men due to the simple fact that most women know deep down in their heart, every woman wants to be married. Every woman wants kids. Every woman wants it. Why you think the most independent women are always baby mamas? They still get the child. In most cases, they don't even care who the father is. But the sad part about it is that people feel sorry for her because they know that she's lying. Like for instance, a baby mama with 5 kids with 4 different dudes is not happy paying all the bills. She isn't happy going through all that stress. But if you was to talk to her, she'll think like, oh man, I'm taking care of my kids, I'm doing this, everything is okay. She's gonna make it seem like it's okay when it's really not. Everybody knows one woman with a whole bunch of kids, a single mom with no man, yes, you're stressing. So understand, single women nowadays that are just single, they feel sorry for them because they're playing this masculine role and they're probably not gonna get a man, or they became a baby mama and they think it's cool to have multiple baby daddies as long as they can take care of the child. Next, she will always be asked, why are you single? All right, and this is the question that a lot of women do not like to answer. It's because they truly don't even know why they're single. And the reason why a woman doesn't know why she's single is because she's constantly having guys come at her every single day. This is why a lot of people are gonna say, why are you single? How come you don't have a man? I'm pretty sure you have a lot of options. She don't have one because of her ego. See, that's the thing that's ruining women now, is their ego into believing that they don't need a man and that they don't even need to be in a relationship for them to be happy. But the older you get, the more it doesn't look like that. The more it looks like you're just a combative person. This is why a lot of women are gonna ask a lot of women, how come you're not married? How come you don't have any kids? What's actually going on here? Because you should be out of the college phase. The college phase is where you got all the agendas. That's where you're gonna be pushed into women's rights. You're gonna be pushed into being independent. You're gonna be pushed into thinking you don't need a man. But as you get older in life, you're gonna realize that most people wanna be in a relationship and most people wanna be married, especially a woman. So whenever a woman gets up in age and she's still single and she still ain't got no man, she starts to look weird to other women. And she starts to look weird to everybody that cares about her. So one of the most important questions that she's gonna get asked the most is, why are you single? And women will not be able to answer it because it's all part of their ego. Next, people would try to set her up with other guys, all right? And this is where a lot of you guys have had the opportunity, I'm talking about the nice guys out there, you have had the opportunity to go date a good woman, but then when you guys go on a date, that good woman starts to act like she's better than you. So one thing that a lot of these single women are going through is they have a lot of people trying to hook them up with people because they feel sorry for her being single, because they understand that she's lying about everything that comes out of her mouth. From the fact that everyone tries to hook her up with someone, that's going to make her feel even lonelier. That's going to make her look like everybody thinks she's desperate. She may be desperate inside, but when people start getting around and trying to hook you up with people, you're starting to show desperation physically, and they're just trying to help you out. That's just one of the things that most of these women are going to go through nowadays. Why? Because of their ego. People are going to want to set them up. They're going to think they're too good for that, and they're going to constantly be battling the person on surface and the person behind the scenes. Next, she would not get attention like a married woman will. That's what a lot of single women are facing now. Nowadays, if a woman is at a certain age of her life, especially in her 30s or even past 25, and she ain't got no man and she ain't married, everyone's going to think she's a whore. It's that simple. Everyone's gonna think she's combative. Everyone's gonna think something is wrong with her because she is too old not to have a man. So what does that mean? That means other women are not gonna wanna hang around her. A married woman with kids and an established husband does not want to hang around a single woman who thinks she's independent. That single woman that thinks she's independent is going to be alone and die alone. Because women, when they start having kids, they want to hang around other women who have kids. They want to hang around other women that are pregnant so they can have these little date parties where instead of them sitting at home all day playing with the kid, they want to meet other women who have kids the same age that they could go hang out with. There's no reason for a married woman with kids to be hanging out with a single woman. And if you do have that going on, chances are, if you're the husband, you need to get on up out of that relationship. But for normal people out here in normal way of life, the single woman ends up alone because all the other girls who are getting married and who are having kids do not want to hang out with her. This is why they go and marry their job. This is why they're not afraid to work 80 hours a week and brag about how many hours they work and what they done bought with their money. You have to buy nice things when you're overworking yourself. You have to put yourself when you're overworking yourself because you don't have that much time to enjoy it. That's what a lot of these single women are not realizing. You're so married to your job, you do not even have time to enjoy life. You don't have time to go and spend that money on a vacation. You can't go spend that money on dates. You can't go spend that money just having fun in the city. No, you got to go spend all your money on materialistic things so you feel good about going to a job that you really don't want to be at, but you're there because you don't need a man. That's what women are going through nowadays, bro. A lot of this stuff that you guys are reacting to when it comes to women are mainly young girls. Like a lot of these young girls, they're gonna make mistakes And a lot of young men are gonna make mistakes, which is why it's easier to do a reaction video to younger crowds. But a lot of what I'm saying today with modern women over 25, they're suffering the most. And the reason why they're suffering the most is because they got brainwashed the fastest. All right? Next, everyone would be threatened by her. All right, what do I mean by that? The more single a woman is, the more evil she looks. The longer she's been single, the more people think something is wrong with her. If you come across a woman who says, I haven't been in a relationship in 3 years, I can guarantee you that she's gonna go the next 2 years without being in a relationship. See, single women that stay single too long can only date simps. They can only date beta males. They can only date guys who do not believe in themselves. And the reason why they can only date those guys is because those guys would be desperate for the rest of their life. Those are called son-husband guys that women just don't respect. They've been around their aunties too long. They've been around grandma too long. They the best, nicest guy in the family guy. Okay, that type of guy right there is what she's gonna constantly have to date. And that type of guy ain't gonna win till he in his 40s and he ain't realizing like, yeah, your game worked because you learned your game from an old woman. So now you not gonna win until you get to that age of the woman that was teaching you whenever you grow up. So she's threatened to everybody. Nobody wants to be around a single woman. And the reason why is because when you can't get along, when women can't get along with other people, they can't get along with nobody. See, it's typical for a man to be alone because if you look at lions, lions move alone whenever they're guarding their territory before they go back to their pride. So when a man's moving alone, he's normally on a mission. When a woman's alone, she's normally running in a circle. This is Anthony Spade. Hopefully you guys are able to get the message behind the video. Comment, like, subscribe to both of my channels. And if you have any videos that you want me to react to, send them to me on Instagram or send them to me in my email, which is in the link below. Hasta la vista.